If you come back and you've had one or two apples, you've looked at one or two apples, and you tell me which one's the best, is it the best apple in the world? Well, no, because you've only fucked around with a couple apples. So what do you know what a good apple is? They might all be bad apples. You don't know. Is that the biggest, juiciest apple you could possibly find? No. Whereas if you went out there and you fucked around with millions of apples, and I said, give me the best apple you could find, you're very likely to know a lot about apples and be able to identify an apple that's better than the rest. And women are exactly the same. Women are exactly the same. A lot of people want to learn game not to fuck endless numbers of women. A lot of them want to learn game to get a woman who respects them and looks after them and wants and is worth marrying. Well, if that's the case, game is more important than ever. Fucking a bunch of women is fun, yeah. But if you want a real wife-quality woman, you need to tear through a whole bunch of women to find a good woman. I know what a good woman is because I've fucked so many girls. I've had so many apples, I can identify a good apple straight away because I've had so many. If I've only had 3 or 4 apples, what the fuck do I know about apples? You don't know shit. And that's why game's so important nowadays, because if you stand any chance of even surviving in a traditional relationship, man, woman, marriage, whatever, you still need to have game. You still need to play the field. You still need to fuck a whole bunch of girls before you identify what a good apple is. I never get played by girls because I can identify the kind of girls who are going to try and play me. People say, oh, you got money, and how do you know they don't just want you for their money? Because I'm not a fucking moron. Because I fucked 1,000 gold diggers and 1,000 girls who aren't gold diggers, and I can spot it from a mile off. I can smell it. You think I'm fucking stupid? Because I have experience with apples. You gotta get experience in this game. So the most important thing for how to get hot girls is experience. Let me tell you a story about a man called Luke the Man. Luke the Man worked with my brother in a coffee shop when Tristan was 18, 19, in a Pret in the airport. Now, nowadays, when me and Tristan, when we want to go on a pure get girls mission, let me diversify from this story quickly. Nightlife in general is shit. Nightlife is boring. Guys don't care about clubs. We don't care about music. We don't care about dressing up. We don't care about drinking. It's all garbage. Men only go to nightlife to fuck. We want girls. If someone were to say to a guy before he went on his night out, there is a 0% chance of you getting laid tonight, would the man still go? Most men would say, oh, I don't care then. I'm not going to go. It was the old school way men used to get girls. You know, nowadays there's more efficient ways, I guess, if you want to live on the internet, whatever. But that's how it was. That's what nightlife was based around. Pussy came, guys try and get the pussy, guys come and spend the money, da-da-da-da. So nowadays, when me and Tristan go into a club, if my brother goes to me, let's Luke the Man this club. What that means is let's just go up to every girl, let's get the numbers or blow out with every chick and leave. Fuck the drinks, fuck the music, fuck the fun. When I had no money, I never used to go to clubs. I didn't have money to waste. And I was also training, so I didn't have much time to waste. Club would close at 3. I'd walk in there at 2 o'clock when everyone was already drunk. I'd identify the 5 hottest girls in the club. I'd go up to them and talk some shit to all of them. Walk away with 2 phone numbers, and I'd go home. That was my nightlife done. I was there for fucking 35 minutes. Nightlife over. Next day, trying to get a date. So that's what we used to call Luke the Man in the club, because the only reason we'd go out was to get girls. So most men would go out, hang around with their friends, drink beer, build up their confidence, all that garbage. When you're a G, you don't need none of that shit. In, to the point, out. Hit 4 or 5 nightclubs in a row, leave with fucking 5 or 6 phone numbers, done. Hey, if the girl was particularly receptive, then you'd stay in the club trying to take her home at the end of the night. But if she's staying with her friends or da-da-da, and you don't think she's gonna fuck, you just get the number and leave. But there's a few times I turned up at 2 o'clock, sober as a judge. By 2:45, I'm walking out with a bitch. Because that's how I roll. So why do we call this Luke the Manning? Well, Luke the Man was one of the pioneers of the game. Luke the Man taught my brother a lot about the game. Way back when. So this is about 11 years ago. My brother worked in a coffee shop in an airport. One of the guys he worked with was called Luke. Luke was from the Ivory Coast Republic, one of the poorest countries in the world. Black as night, ugly as a motherfucker, broke as a joke, working in the coffee shop. But no matter the female, no matter how ugly, old, no matter how beautiful, no matter what, if they'd come up to that counter to get coffee, he would lay some game on them. Say, you're so beautiful, baby. I will give you a coffee, a special coffee from Luke. Luke the Man. He used to call himself Luke the Man. And my brother used to sit there and go, this guy's a fucking joke. Every single girl, he tries this same dumb shit. And at the end of giving them their coffee, he used to ask for their phone number. Every girl. Now, 90% of them told him to fuck off. 10% he got their number, he didn't fuck them. Every once in a while, he'd bang a real ugly one, whatever. About 2 months after my brother worked there, the guy, Luke the Man, came in one day with a picture of a Hungarian girl who was a fucking 10. Like a porn star, 10. naked pictures of this girl. And Tristan's like, who the fuck's she? He goes, yeah, I spoke to her at the coffee shop. He's like, no way did you get that girl here. He goes, yeah, 2 days ago I got to here. I was at her house last night. Tristan could not believe it. Like, how the fuck? This girl's a 10. You're the ugliest, brokest black dude I've ever known in my life. Your teeth aren't even straight. How the fuck did you bang her? He's like, I'm Luke the man. He's like, I don't give a shit. I'll talk to every girl with confidence. Every girl with confidence. I'm mixed race. I'm half black, half white. This is the one thing the brothers have over the white guys. Black guys don't need money to get laid. Black guys can be broke with one leg. They still get laid because they're confident and they don't give a fuck. That's how they are. So black guys, you got to worry. But here it is. He fucked a 10 out of 10. How many 10s have you fucked? You're probably sitting there going 1, 2. No, you've never fucked a 10. My 10 and your 10 are different. You've never fucked a 10. But Luke the man has. Luke the man's fucked a 10. He has less money than you, and he's uglier than you. And he can barely speak fucking English. How? Because he didn't give a shit. Because Luke the man's a G. Luke the man has confidence, and he'll talk to any bitch. That's how you got to be. Luke the man knows about girls. Remember that story.